Whenever you guys are ready. Yeah. And just a note to all you in the audience. I am going to, at some given moment when I have a little bit of free time, we will be posting the brackets at some point on my Facebook or on the live stream area of the AZ Billiard forums. But first, we're going to go ahead and get started with this winner's side match between Mad Max Eberle and Oscar Dominguez. Both have known each other a pretty long time. Both lived in California for quite some time, and I got the chance to meet them individually quite some time ago. And they're both very nice guys.
They're starting, yes?
Yes, they are. It's going to be a race to 8. This is 10 ball. BCA format rules.
That's right. It's rack your own. Jump cues are allowed. 3-ball rule, 3-foul rule in effect. And no magic rack. You have to use the equipment at hand.
Mm-hmm.
Call to pocket, of course. 10 on the break. It will come back up and be spotted.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm kind of glad this is a winner's side match. To tell you the truth, both of these guys I consider friends, and I don't really want to see either one of these guys get eliminated.
No, me neither.
Max Eberle and I met about 8 years ago. I was working at Hollywood Billiards as a bartender, and he at the time was the house pro there.
Well, he went for it. I thought he was going to play safe, but he decided to come out swinging and hung the 1 ball against Oscar, who now has an opportunity for this rack. Got a little problem with 2-ball, however. Not a horrific problem, but he's got to be careful on position here. One thing about Oscar, he'll never just get up and swing at the balls. He'll take his time.
He sure will. Boy, the speed of that shot was...
Now, I can't see for sure. It looks like the 2 may go off the 9 in the side.
Well, we're going to see what he calls. It looks like he might just be playing a safety.
Safe. Yeah, he may just roll this cue ball up behind the 9.
Yeah.
Just like that.
Now, the 10-ball format's so much more difficult than 9-ball.
That's right.
You've got a call pocket.
Well, even safety. You play a safety and you accidentally hit a ball in. Your opponent can give you back the shot if he doesn't like the lay.
Yes, if you don't call the safety.
Okay, good hit.
Hit.
Feathered that 2-ball.
He sure did.
But now he's left wide open.
He has.
Well, we'll see who's awake this morning.
I think Oscar is.
So far.
Please do so at this time.
few more cups of hot streaming coffee, I'll be awake too.
Good morning.
Frank Nordrum from Play the Game Shirts just dropped by to say hello. Hello to Frank.
Play the game, play the game, play the game. I told him he should have that as a theme song, and said he didn't like Queen.
Well, he's a funny character.
He is. All right, well,
I love how Oscar kind of like wipes his cue with his hand before he goes to execute his shots. It's like a pre-shot routine of his.
well, it looks like that safety he decided to play has paid off.
That's right. That was the key shot.
It was, and he could have tried to could have tried to play a little wilder. Maybe carom the 2 in the side off the 9.
Well, we couldn't see from this angle. Maybe it didn't go. And then there was also shape on the 3 to consider after that shot, so he just probably didn't like it and said, way easier just to do this. Take my chances.
Yeah, and just like that, race to 8. It's going to be Oscar Dominguez.
So do they know who's playing already? Have you already announced the matches for this 11 o'clock round?
No, I haven't. And if we can get a few names in before the rack
All right.
is broken, that'd be great.
Dave
Thank you.
Hema versus Mike Wong. Tim Larson versus Ramon Mystica. Amar Kang versus Scott Frost. Ken Richardson versus Raj Hundal. John Mora versus Dan Louie. Brian Brecky versus Gus Brisamo. Corey Dool versus Corey Harper. That'll be great. The Coreys will be battling it out. Manny Chow versus Santos Sambajong. Rodney Morris versus Francisco Bustamante. Josh Ulrich, brother of Louis Ulrich, will be playing Bryce Avila. Max and Oscar, of course, on the streaming table here. Ed Scott versus Dio Alpahora. Louis Ulrich versus Jeremy Sasai. Not sure about the pronunciation on that. Brandon Schuff versus Bill Silvera. Ken Ash versus George Pagulayan. And Greg Harada versus Kevin May.
That's right. Greg Harada still working from the winner's side. He plays at Hard Times in Bellflower, California.
One side special. Only 3 more.
When I play you, I gotta watch your back.
All right. Dry break. And Max with an opportunity here. Got a little problem with the 7-8, which he may be able to take care of here, or not. Let's see, because he's got to get back up for this 3. He's looking to see if that 2 passes the 7. It's not the 7-8, it's the 4-8. And then we have a 6-9 problem, and we have a little bit of a 5-10, but the 5 actually does have a couple of pockets, so. Okay, it does. He brushes the 7 over with the cue ball.
A little tricky here.
It is very tricky here. The 4 being where it is, and there's no opportunity to pocket it. Well, there is if he got on the opposite side of the table. There's a little bit of a window. He might have to go rail first, and then his cue ball would run into the 8. So this is a tricky little rack here. Okay, like I said, he's come down on the opposite side of the table, and it looks like he's pretty darn perfect. I can't tell from this angle, but it appears that he's going to have to go rail first. So now he's going to be looking at how much speed to put on that cue ball if he does run into the 8 with the cue ball path to come back onto this 5 ball. Okay, he did not have to go rail first. He tried to cinch it in there and missed, bringing Oscar back to the table. He's not too happy about that for sure. All 7 balls here gathered up on, oh, he did not come far enough on that shot.
Yeah, he might have hit that 4 a little thick, and didn't get the cue ball up high enough to get the right angle on the 5. Thin to win, they say, yeah.
Well, he could cut this 5 and maybe bring the cue ball around the table, or put a pile full of English on it, but he went around the table. Missed the shot, however. And boy, this has been a little back and forth here. Now, this was actually a pretty darn lucky leave for him, though, because he's got the cue ball right on the rail. Max would have his work cut out to draw this cue ball back. And I'm not sure whether the 6 passes the 9 into the corner pocket either along the rail. I can't quite tell from here.
Well, he doesn't have a lot of options, but he's probably happy just to be shooting right now and to have a chance.
Yeah, and then he can maybe play safe. And look at that.
Yeah, he hung it.
Okay, a little bit of back and forth. First rack of the day goings-ons here. Anybody that's played pool knows all about that. Sometimes takes a few racks to, well, not for these guys. They get into stroke pretty quick.
And I think he's going to get there.
Yeah,
Yes,
that was perfect.
Shot.
Perfect speed. The 10 ball's kind of big right now in this little conglomeration down here, just in terms of cue ball and shape, and but he's all right. Gonna bump it. Yep, perfect. Now he just helped himself out.
I think he's there.
I think he is too.
He's looking at it.
And knocks it even further out of the way. Good morning to Big Marshall, came into the chat room here.
That's right.
I'm a little remiss with watching the chat. I'm a little more engrossed in the game here, but hello to everybody who's come in so far. Hope your morning is as good as this one.
That's right, folks. If you have a
Kabam.
Ustream account, you can log into the chat room and interact. With some of the other audience members here and with us.
Okay, meanwhile, over at the other table with the On the Rails stream, Rodney Morris just missed a key shot on the 1, bringing a wide open rack, and Chango at the table.
Wow, what a one-pocket final he played
I'll
last
tell
night.
you what, fantastic.
One for the books, they say.
That's right. All right, I believe Oscar's up 2-zip right now.
He's just noticing that he Forgot to move the bead
didn't mark the
on
beads.
his side from the first game. Don't want to lose track of that now, do you?
Well, that's true, because there are players that will take advantage of situations like that,
Sure, sure.
just to get in your head. All right. Now, regarding this shape on this 2-ball, I think he's going to put quite a stroke on this one. Yep. Wanted to be on the bottom side. Uh-oh. Overstroked it. Not happy. About 1.5 balls too far. Ball lengths, that is. Rotations. Okay, he's calling... He's actually calling the 2. He's calling the 2 in the corner, opposite corner pocket. Now he's going to come off the rail and attempt to shoot this 2 in the corner. And was way off. However, yeah, he's not happy with that, because I think he wanted to try to leave the cue ball safe if he missed. Well, maybe he needs some hot streaming coffee too. Score over here on the other table, match between Francisco Bustamante, who won the one pocket tournament yesterday
right.
late night, is playing against Rodney Morris, the Rocket, and that score is 1-1 in a race to 8.
Well, Mac's obviously going to be playing a safety of some kind here. Try to get the cue ball behind the 9 and 10, I'm thinking.
He's going to feather that.
Oh, no, they played down behind the 6. That was a good shot.
Yes, it was.
You know, so close to the rail, you don't want to double hit.
Well, and look at the angles that he's left for Oscar to try to get to this for.
Yeah, he's left it behind the 7. He can't go one way.
That's right. He can't. That's
And
right.
He really
He's going to
can't
have to go
the
a 2-railer.
What he might have to do is maybe tie up a ball.
Yeah, he might do that too.
He's looking at that right now.
He's going to have to do the old Z hit, unless he chooses to tie up a ball. Okay, he is calling the upper left-hand corner pocket. Now, I don't know if he can see a piece of that 4 past that 6. You're at a better angle than I am. I don't think he can. Wow.
He's calling
it in the lower corner pocket now.
And I really think
here's what he's going to do. He's going to go 1 rail. Long side.
It's going to be tough.
Look at this. He didn't. Oh, look at that.
Yeah, he hit it rail first. You know what?
That was a really good shot.
He hit it pretty good.
He hit it really good.
He hit it pretty damn good. He hit it rail first. And he's lucky, though. Any harder, and 4 could be sitting in the pocket now.
Yeah, well, he's very good speed control on it. He's got his cue ball.
speed.
His cue ball control is phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Bustamante's at the table over here, checking out the rest of this rack that he's got going.
Okay, we are in a safety battle.
Well, that didn't end up safe, so. Oh, a terrific Terrific shot by Busch over here on the 3-ball. He had to completely masse an entire ball around the 6-9. Came off the rail and pocketed the 3, which was hanging in the corner. Beautiful shot.
All right. For those of you wondering, I think he can squeeze the 5 past the 8-ball into the corner. But he might be caroming a little bit. Oh, you know what?
That was good.
There's a 5-8 carom too. He could just make the 8 now.
That's right. That's right. You know, Oscar's so composed at the table. It's exactly what he did. He wanted to come off the rail a little bit more than that. He's going to play safe here, I think. He's going to park that cue ball behind the 7. Now, the only thing he's not happy about with himself on that safety is that he could have snuggled up closer to the 7 and not left any opportunity for Max to get to the 5. But he did get to the 5. I mean, he can get to the 5 now from a 1-rail kick here. And that he did. And no love. It's going to leave it open. Open shot for Oscar here. He is on the rail. This is not a picnic shot for sure. Fairly routine, however, for Oscar. Okay, that pocket has hung a number of balls in this match so far.
Hung it, wow.
Maybe that's the double pocket of California Billiard Club.
Well, if it is, Mr. Dominguez and his dad, Ernesto, would be responsible for it.
Well, that's true. Maybe we need to talk to them about that. The double pocket. For those of you who don't know what I'm referring to, we stream frequently down at Hard Times Billiards in Bellflower, California, and on the streaming table there is a pocket. It's the upper left-hand corner pocket that was designated as double pocket because it tended to spit balls out quite consistently, as if somebody was in there just tossing them right back out.
That's right.
And a lot of even the top players have had a lot of trouble on that particular table 1 streaming table down there. And it just sort of happens that when we do these streaming matches and we have a designated streaming table, there's been a bit of a consistency where you see one pocket that is giving the players quite a bit of trouble. Interestingly enough. Well, Max is in pretty good shape here. He needs to get on the wire. This is his opportunity.
He got himself in a little bit of trouble on this shot. He's back cutting now.
I know, but he's
going to let that cue ball loose.
This is Max.
Well, yeah, this is Max. This is Max in a sticky situation. Redemption.
Yep, he just sort of stunned it in there, held the cue ball.
Yeah, he did. That was good work.
Very nicely done.
I thought he actually was looking at a thinner cut than he was.
Yeah, well, the angles are a little deceptive up here. I thought he had enough of it to be able to hold the cue ball, but
yeah,
you never know.
What is it that you like to say? Strange things happen.
They do. There you go, Max Eberle.
Awesome.
Now
Okay.
on the wire in this race to 8 with Oscar Dominguez here at the second day of the 10-ball 2012 West Coast Challenge. Venue hosted by California Billiard Club.
And you were talking about the double pocket there.
Yes.
And I just want to remind our audience that you'll all have a chance to see that double pocket in action at the 3rd annual 5,000 added Hard Times 10 Ball Open, which is happening next week, May 4th through 6th.
That's
and I'll be
right.
streaming that event live from
And we'll
Hard
be
Times
there.
Billiards.
Well, somebody will be there. POVPOOL will be there.
So definitely mark the date in your calendar and come and check out the Hard Times 10 Ball Open. The tournament director is going to be Marie Lim, Dave Hammer, in charge of player and customer relations, and he is actually at this event now playing Mike Wong, and he's also here taking sign-ups too. He's taking registrations. Says that about half the field is spoken for, and they still have about 40 spots open. It's open to a field of 96 players. Definitely come to the Hard Times event if you live in the area, but if not, you can check it out here on POVPOOL May 4th through 6th. Meanwhile, back at the ranch here, Max has caught up 1 game from a 2-game deficit. It's going to be race to 8 right now. And the score is 2-1, Oscar ahead. And not much of a spread here on this break. Most of the balls, or all of them, well, except for that one, but most of the balls lying on one side of the table, one end of the table rather.
Yeah, this is like one of a couple of racks now in this set so far where the balls have ended up.
Yeah, not much of a spread.
Yeah.
You know, that was an excellent shot right there.
I'll tell you what.
Oscar playing like a 2-way shot. On the table, you will notice a block of Kamui chalk. Oscar is
Sponsored by Kamui.
sponsored by Kamui. That is correct.
And our
Loves
sponsor too. I'm
He
honored
loves the
to
chalk
be
and he loves the tips.
sharing a sponsorship with Oscar.
Feels good, doesn't it? obviously looking at something that I'm not, because it seems like that 7 doesn't go, but maybe he's just opting to pursue the safety. Maybe he planned that in advance. He's looking around. I think he dropped up too high to play that safety on the 7. So now he basically won't be able to stop the ball in time to hook him on the 10. But maybe he's just going to have to hit it softer. Nope. He's playing a completely different safety, and very good job. I can almost guarantee you that's exactly where he wanted the 7. His cue ball might be off an inch or so, but that's exactly where he wanted the 7.
I'll tell you this, it's just phenomenal how these guys can really, come to the party with some of these shots sometimes.
For the bigger pocket. I think Max is fortunate there. I'm not sure if he called the 7 or the 9 there. I didn't catch wind of that.
I'm not sure either, because I'm multitasking. Safety, park it right behind the 9 there.
Yeah,
I'd like to have gotten a little closer again, but he'll get the speed worked out eventually.
For the most part, you're really in trouble if you try to outmove Oscar. He's got such a good safety strategy. Max, I'm sure, is going to try to kick the 7 up table and leave the cue around the same area.
Right. Let's see how close he gets. Oh. All right, well, on the rails, pretty good.
Yeah, that's a good shot. Pretty textbook shot there. Good morning, Spanky.
Oh, good morning.
Just thinking about you.
Christopher
and there
Fitzgerald
you are.
in the house. Our pool encyclopedia has arrived.
Good morning to Floppy Bear, to Ed Sue. There's a good screen name, Born to Grind. Like that one.
Love that.
Calgary Pool. Wonder where they're from.
I wouldn't have a clue. Haha.
Safety battle. If you're just joining us, folks, welcome. This is Point of View Pool. We're watching Oscar Dominguez versus Mad Max Eberle play 10 ball.
Would you like some toothpicks?
To keep my eyes open?
Exactly.
Actually, I'm having no problem staying awake watching this match.
I believe the score over here with between the Busti, Busti and the Rocket match is 3-1 in Bustamani's favor. Did he call the 10? Oh, he could go past the 10, but he whiffed the shot. Wow. All right, he's looking to see whether he can get through that 8-10 to the 7. If so, is there any reward for doing so? And if not, what is a key safety shot from this angle here? So he's sizing it up. And if he puts draw on this cue ball, he's going to complicate this by about 100-fold. But Oscar is going to lay this thing out because he has a very specific place that he wants these balls to end up.
Wow.
And he's now calling the 7 in the upper right-hand devil pocket.
Yeah, he sees the bank. And
That didn't work out. And neither did the safety.
oh, Max has a shot.
That was a double whammy for Oscar on that shot. All right, Max back at the table now with another opportunity. Rodney struggling a little bit over here on this table next to us, being streamed by On the Rail TV. Kabam. Well, he fired that in the hole, and not quite sure why he, well, definitely was not the outcome he wanted. But he does have an opportunity here to pot the 10 into the side. Because really it's either that or play safe. You know, he could feather this 8 and just nudge it behind the 10 and send the cue ball up to the other side of the rail. I don't know, did he call it? He called it. All right. There we go. And just like that.
Just like
zap,
that.
zap, we have a tie game, 2-2.
Barbara, my dear, I'm going to take a walk around and get some score updates right now. I'll be back in about 5 minutes with that information.
Alrighty.
Thank you.
You heard it here first on POVPOOL. He's taking a walk. Yes, we would love Doug Wu to be a runner. Where is him? Where is him? Oh yeah, I need more coffee. Where is Doug Woohoo? Doug Woohoo was probably out late with Daniel last night. He's not up yet. When he gets in here, we'll put him to work. right, so we have a match here. All right, Max is taking a short walk over here. I think he's going to get something at the bar or go to the restroom. Let me see if I can see where he's headed. Looks like he is going to the restroom quickly. Max now residing in Las Vegas, and you can go to his site, www.maxeberle.com. He's got a host of good stuff on there. He has instructional materials. Urge you to check them out. They're very good. Updated score over here on the Bustamante Rocket match. Boosty 3 and Rodney 2. Boosty is at the table with a run out. Availability here. 5 balls left. Again, a race to 8 in this format. And he's hitting them pretty good. I don't see any problems with this rack. He should be in great shape to run this out. Max still on his break. Here he comes. Probably pretty good timing since Daniel was off checking on scores. All right. And he moves his bead. We have 2-2 now in a race to 8. This has been quite an event of pool. We have been here since, well, let's see here. We came in Tuesday night and started streaming on Wednesday of this week. This is the 4th day of Stream Central here. And we have one more day of action after this. And then maybe, just maybe, we'll get some good sleep. All right, we have a little bit of a problem on the left-hand rail side of this rack with the 5, the 2, and the 3. As it stands right now, the only shot, once you get to this 2, is a combination 2-5. But we got to get the 1 down first. I think it goes past the 6, but he's kind of taken an awfully long, hard look at it. So from this angle, I can't tell for sure, but it does look like it goes past the 6. So now it's a question of cue ball control for shape on that 2-5. Updated score here, Bustamante versus Rodney. Boosty's up 4-2. Well, he's certainly taking his time over this one ball, so obviously it's just not a straightforward ordeal for sure. It was not. Okay, so he tried to put the cue ball behind the 6 and just overstroked it slightly. And now Oscar's back at the table with the shot on this one and could potentially... Oh, he didn't even go for it. He didn't like the 2-5 combo. Elected to play safe. So it looks like Max is going to have to come off the side rail over here. Now he's just not calling the one ball in the corner. But maybe he figures I don't need to call it because it's obvious what I'm going to do, which is one of the rules here in the 10 ball, you know. If there's any question that your opponent might not know what it is that you're going for, you should let them know what pocket that you're, or what you are attempting to do, whether it's yeah, I'm going to try to kick the ball in or I'm going to try to play safe, because in this format it is called pocket. So, but you know, things that are obvious, you don't need to be stopping every shot and pointing to every pocket. If there's any potential question, it's a good idea. However, tried to pull this cue ball back behind this 9, didn't quite get there. A little bit of speed issue going on. You know, Oscar's a really, really smart player, because the shot that he set up with that hitting that 1 and playing the safe and breaking the 2 out, boy, did he just completely missed that. He called to push. Okay, well, this is a hell of an opportunity for Max Eberle now with wide open balls. And a tied game at this point. Boy, he flirted a little bit with that, looked over here at the booth and grinned a little bit with a big sigh of relief. It was headed towards the scratch in the side there, or a hook. Stopped just in time. Excellent stroke, avoids the 10 ball. Back in perfect line on the 6. He'll just come off the rail and come down the table for the 7. He wants an angle so that he can draw. Oh, that's way too much angle. It's not. Was not pleased with that outcome. He has to get back down here for the 8. This is doable, of course. It's just not the shot he wanted to have to be shooting at this point. But no problem. He's back in line now. He'll bring the cue ball back up above this 9. Play the 9 in this corner pocket here. Boy, he's just having a little bit of an issue here. He's just made this really hard for himself. What started out as kind of an easy run out, he's complicated things a bit. He's now have to jack up over this 10. You know, and these guys are so hard on themselves. You know, when they get out of line like this, you know, it's very upsetting to them because of that. Anytime you're jacked up like that, even if you're a pro, that is just not an easy thing to do, especially at that angle where you're sitting on half the table. Oscar's going, woohoo. I get a freebie. It's not even my birthday. I think it was his birthday last month. All right, there you have it, folks. He is up 1 game now in this race to 7. Oscar Dominguez, 3. Could have been the other way around. What a swing. Max Eberle, 2. All right, so Daniel's back with some updated scores. I'll let him fill you in, and I'll be back in a few.
Boy, do you know how hard it is to find out who's got what score?
Yes, I do. I did that yesterday.
And we have a score of 3-2 here.
That's why you asked the railbirds, but
Yeah, well, there aren't that many right now. All right, Daniel, back with you. And Dave Hema is beating Mike Wong 3-0. Ramon Mystica just beat Tom Larson 8-2. Scott and Amar are playing. Amar Kang is up 4-3 against Scott Frost. Ken Richardson and Raj Handal are neck and neck at 2-2. Here's a good one. John Mora, after 3 hours of sleep last night, just beat Dan Louie 8-0. How do you like that? Sleep is for the weak. Brian Breck and Gus Brazano are at 1-1. Corey Dool and Corey Harper, the two Coreys, are playing, and Corey Dool is ahead 3-2. Don't have an update on Manny Chow, I believe, are at 3-2. I don't know who's ahead. Josh Ulrich is ahead of Bryce Avila 4-2. Greg Harada and Kevin May are playing right now, and Greg is up 4-1. Francisco Bustamante is playing Rodney Morris, and he is ahead 5-2. And Brandon Schuff has just beat Bill Silveira. And I don't know what the score was there, but Brandon moves to the next level. Bill goes to the one-loss side. A couple of other matches going on, but I couldn't get the scores on them. Kevin Ash is playing George Pagalayan. Ed Scott is playing Deo Alpahora. And Louis Ulrich is playing Jeremy Sossel right now. I don't know what their score is. So there you have it. And here we are watching Max play another safety here on Oscar. Dan Tarango is actually warming up and getting ready to play his match from the one-loss side. I'm not sure who his opponent is, but his match will actually not start until 1:30 in another 40 minutes. We'll get a report on the one-loss side shortly. And hopefully in the next half an hour or so, I'll be able to get some pictures of the brackets uploaded to my Facebook or flashed onto the screen for you guys. So please stand by. Your call is important to us. All right, Max's safety on Oscar seems to have paid off. And looks like Max is going to tie it up. All right, guys. Nothing missed there. Just a dry break by Max Eberle. The score is 3-3. In a race to 8 on the winner's side, Max Eberle versus Oscar Dominguez. And Oscar's hooked himself on, or hooked Max on the one ball.
Exactly. The mighty breakfasts have been ordered.
The mighty breakfast.
Well, it is mighty breakfast here. Holy cow.
And we only lost the stream once since you left, so it's okay.
I thought we were going to handle that, or try to today. Guess not. Okay. I'll just go back to sleep.
Incidentally, folks, you'll be able to catch all the real-time player statistics and shot-by-shot breakdowns from all of these streamed matches on pooltracks.net. Pool Tracks, brought to you by Don Espinoza, that pool stats guy.
All right, well, Oscar's got a little bit of a dilemma here on this 2-ball. I don't think he has enough of it for the corner, but could be wrong. He's thinking about it. I say call the 10 in the corner over here. But that would be a cowboy.
By the way, special thank you to Ed Stanley Seguitan for his donation.
Oh, thank you
to POV
so
Pool.
much. It's so appreciated.
And you too can donate to POV Pool by going to my website and clicking on the donate button.
Absolutely. You know, one thing that maybe the viewers might not realize is that this is Daniel's, his business. You know, he doesn't have another business that like a day job. This is his business. So relying on donations is a big part of that, at least right now, for sure. And so anything that can be flowed his way is greatly appreciated. All right, Oscar looking at this 3-ball. Taking very careful lineup time here. Needs to get over for the 4. And just like that, kabam. Nicely done. In line now to run the rest of this rack out for sure. So hey, could you guys do a little check for us out there in the chat world here on POV? And we just want to see if you guys are awake or if there's a problem with chat.
Good shot by Oscar.
Yeah, he's got the rest of this rack. He would have to really do something completely crazy not to be out here.
That's right. Well, he's got a little angle, enough to go around the table.
Yeah, he can come around on this.
1, 2, 3 rails.
One, 2, 3.
Where's the cue ball going?
Oh yeah, this was the danger on that shot. Look at this speed. Wow.
What a shot.
He's holding his hand up to Max.
Yeah.
Going, sorry. Probably should have scratched, but I got lucky. Wow. And there you have it, folks. He just
nice work. Wow, he really
took a 1 lead.
He really dodged the bullet there, just like you said.
He sure did. And Emerle Collado is in the house.
M.
Maybe we'll just put her on the stream here.
Maybe we will.
Are you ready to talk, Emerle?
I just got here.
Oh, she just got here. She's saying maybe I should wake up a little bit before I go talk.
Maybe the chat room will wake up if Emmeline comes on.
Yeah, there you go.
160. Yeah.
What's the highest number
The highest number that we've ever.
so far?
She wanted
About
to-
270, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, at one time. That's not total views. Total views has been very good. Been very happy. Okay, he pots the ball on the break and has a rack. Fairly open here. The 4 ball's in a little bit of a funny position, but this is the Oscar Dominguez Team Mexico. So Emerle, I'm going to ask her while we're on the chat, or while we're on the stream here. Did you play in this tournament? Okay. Now see, this is the question that I had. I was curious because I had seen Emerle yesterday or the day before, and I thought she was going to play this event.
I thought so too, but by the time I got here,
Okay, so she had a work schedule conflict, and correct? Yeah, so she did. I was wondering because I was saying I think that Jenny Lee and I were the only ones that, only females, girl power, that played in the event, and we didn't do so good.
you and who?
Jenny Lee.
Oh, she's here.
Yeah, Jenny Lee is here. She's not in the house yet today. I'm sure she's probably still sleeping. Okay, Oscar's not exactly happy where he, what happened here. Hung the 2 ball and brings Max back. How about that? Strange things happen in 9 ball.
10 ball.
And yeah, thank you. More of that hot streaming coffee coming my way. I'm waiting for breakfast, actually. It's on its way.
Let's see what some of my friends are doing.
All right, so Emerle's going to go check out the friend situation here and maybe come back and join us in the booth. We'd love to have her.
Nice to see you, Em.
Emerle Collado.
Wakey, wakey.
All right, another bit of an error by Max here, who did not want to run into that 8. And we have a little position problem potential here on the 6. If you weren't with us last night, we had the pleasure of having Paul Fleming from AccuStats here on the chat with us for quite some time. Terrific.
Pete Fleming.
I'm sorry, Pete.
And that's the brother of Pat Fleming.
I knew. You see, there was too many P's for me.
Yes, Pete, Pat,
Yes.
Pool.
Exactly. Okay, he
All right.
really dogged that 4. But, you know, I knew that was the key shot in here. That 4 ball was just, the position that it was at was a little kinky.
Did you
And-
say kinky?
Hinky.
Oh, hinky.
And it looks like Bustamante won his match.
Yes, he beat
8-2.
Rodney Morris.
Considerable win.
8 games to 2. But how about this? John Morrow, who had about 3 hours of sleep last night, beats Dan Louie.
8-0.
8-0.
All right, Oscar's making a face right now, going, oh boy. Look at this 6 and look where my cue ball is. Oh boy. But I'm sure he has a plan. Oscar always has a plan. And he tried to slice that up into that corner. Perfect well, not perfect shape on the 7, but good shape on the 7, but missed the 6, brings Max back with a possible bank opportunity on this 6. We'll see what he does. He may elect to play safe. He's actually looking at it right now. This bottom rail down here. I think what he's looking at doing is possibly putting the 6 up next to the 7 and bringing the cue ball back down to the center of this bottom rail here. That is one option.
We are going to have a one-loss side match after this at 12:30, and it's going to be Stan Tarango versus the loser of Louis Ulrich versus Jeremy Sussel's match.
So wow, look at what he did, and he got away with it, and he's grinning a little bit. That was not a planned safety lead there. And he did get lucky. And Oscar's calling the 10 in this corner pocket down here.
You sure he's not just calling the 6 in the corner? Is that what he said, 10?
No, I'm not sure, actually. Look at that shot. Holy cow. Wow.
Great shot.
Not a lot of love. He's kind of rolling his eyes. Max acknowledging what a great shot that was. And I think he's going to play safe on this.
Oh, Sose.
He's going to feather this 7 and bring this back down around.